What is up, everybody? It's Versus here today. So we have to talk about these nominees for the Game of the Year awards, and a lot of games got snubbed, and that's like, this is pretty wild. So the games they do have nominated is Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet & Clank: Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. Now, I made a post about this earlier. I'm like, where is Guardians of the Galaxy? Where is Far Cry 6? Where is Forza Horizon 5? It's like, especially Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 is literally like, that game is the highest rated game of this year, but that's not nominated for Game of the Year awards. I was like, this is kind of some clownery right here, because Deathloop, okay, I can understand. I gotta get reviews. I haven't put too much time into that game, but I can understand. I gotta get reviews. It Takes Two, gotta get reviews. So okay, Metroid Dread, I own that game. I haven't really played it, so people are saying they love that game, so I can understand that. Psychonauts 2, another great game. Ratchet and Clank: Rift Apart. Really? Why is this game up here? Like, why is Ratchet and Clank up here? Like, it's literally the same game as the other games. It's just that, hey, the graphics look a lot better. You can go through some portals, and you got a female version of the robot in the Lombax. It's like, really? In this game? I just don't understand why this is up here. I got a theory. Maybe because Sony needed a title represented. Because Sony moved this generation to charge $70 for video games, so it'll look pretty strange. They don't have a video game that's not up there, since you're paying a premium price for their first party exclusives. Kind of strange if it was all games that wasn't wasn't one of those premium price games. So kind of that's the only reason I can think of. Like, why is this up here? Like, I just don't get it. Resident Evil Village, honestly, that was a great game. So it's just like, Guardians of the Galaxy not there. That's like one of the greatest superhero games that released in a long time, or even like definitely this year, probably in a while. That game was amazing, but that's not up here. Far Cry 6, I know it's like the popular thing to hate on any Far Cry that's not Far Cry 3, but Far Cry 6 is really good. Like, that game, I had a blast playing that game, so I don't know why that's not up here either. And we know Halo Infinite can't be up here, but Halo Infinite can't be up here because they stopped the cutoff date like November 19th or something like that. Which, I don't understand why they do that, because if this is Game of the Year awards, why not do every game that came out this year? Like, why we gotta wait for Halo Infinite to be nominated next year? It just don't make any sense to me. Why not do this award show like in next year, probably maybe like January, February, March? It's like, so you have every game that actually came out this year in the actual award show, but I don't know. I mean, a lot of games got snubbed in my opinion. Like, this is not okay, but it is what it is. It's like, it just don't make sense. Like, how is the most highly rated game that came out this year not even on the list? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But we got Ratchet and Clank: Rift Apart. Like, I don't have a problem with this list. The only problem I really have with this list is Ratchet and Clank: Rift Apart. I don't think that deserves to be nominated, to be honest. I just don't think it. I think it's just game and politics why this is up here, but this really don't need to be up here, to be honest. I mean, it was a great game. I have fun with it for when I played it, but Game of the Year material, really? I don't know about that. But it's all opinion based at the end of the day, so who knows? Let's read some of these comments. I just can't take this seriously. Without Forza Horizon 5 being nominated, the fact that it probably gets looked down as a racing game shows there needs to be a change within the industry. It's the best and highest rated game of all these nominees. I think the vote for nominees happened before the game released. While I haven't played the game, it definitely deserves it, so that seems like the most likely reason to me. Cyberpunk 2077? Is that game actually being nominated for something? Okay. Yeah, Forza Horizon 5 needs to be here. At least Xbox featuring 2 games, Psychonauts 2 and Deathloop. Oh yeah, that is true. You got 2 Xbox-owned studio games up in a Game of the Year nominees. Okay. What is this nonsense? Those 2 games have nothing to do with Xbox. Deathloop and P2 been in development far before Microsoft bought their publishers. Deathloop 2 and P3 will be Xbox featuring, so yeah, Xbox still getting across and the updated picture of this. Really? What is this nonsense? So no Guardians of the Galaxy, Far Cry 6, and Forza Horizon 5, but Ratchet and Clank. That's what I wrote earlier. That just don't make any sense to me. Then he says, how is Peppa the Pig not nominated? Damn, 2 Xbox Studio games and Game of the Year nominee. Times are really changing. Yeah. So somebody want Life is Strange to be nominated? Okay. The right list is Deathloop, Cyberpunk 2077. A Returnal was in that list? No, I don't know about that, Chief. No Forza, man, I'm out. Did y'all forget Returnal? No, that should have stayed off the list too. That should have stayed off that list too. Forza has been robbed here. Shame, shame, shame. This Metroid Dread game better be really good to be nominated. Like I said, I haven't played the game personally, so I can't really say. But if this game is really up there, it better be a good game. It better be like one of the best games I played this year, to be honest. This is even in consideration. Like this better be one of the best games that came out this year. Metroid and Resident Evil, let's effing go. Okay. Forza and Returnal were robbed. I agree with half this statement. The Game Awards has a credibility problem caused by lack of standards. Every year, gaming community asks for criteria, but never got an answer. Just another example of who's left. No Returnal, no Forza Horizon 5. Dude, what the F? No Forza Horizon 5, the best racing game ever. This show is a joke. It's just the fact that this is literally the highest rated game of the year, and it's not even it's not up there. Like, that just don't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense at all. Okay, Rob, Forza, which is rated higher than any game on the list and had more players. Total BS. Yeah, Psychonauts 2 is definitely a great game, so I couldn't understand why this game was up here. It's definitely, I had a fun time playing that game. Forza is honestly a blast, the most fun I've had this year. Year of the platformer. No Death's Door here. Geoff hates Xbox so much he described the screw the best selling, highest rated, and best performing game of the year. I don't know. They like the people like to say the guy's biased. Who knows? It's like it's just coincidental. There's like no Xbox, no Forza, which is like the highest rated game of this year, and you can't have Halo up in there because they got this weird cutoff thing. So who knows, man? People say it's biased. I don't know. It kind of seems that way in a bit because it's like, how do you not have Forza up there, and why is this weird cutoff date that Halo can't be up in there as well too? So who knows? Halo isn't even out yet, but I know that game is going to be a game of the year contender so far. Just about how amazing the multiplayer is so far, and the single player I know is going to be fire. So it's just this weird cutoff date thing. Guardians of the Galaxy was robbed. At least somebody else said that too. I'm like, how does Guardians of the Galaxy not get nominated? That was like one of the best games I played this year. Let's see. This is honestly all very close. They all deserve the win. We'll see. There's one thing, I think Forza Horizon 5 is nominated for like the best sports racing game. So they're gonna give it that award just to like calm down some of these people who are angry about this. But this game should have been the real game of the year nominees. And I know this is the best sports and racing game. Like, this is nonsense right there. Yeah, I don't know how this game didn't make it. Like, what? I would definitely put this game over Ratchet & Clank by far. Like, I really don't think Ratchet & Clank need to be on the nominees, but whatever, bro. Like, you don't even see nobody in the comments even talking about Ratchet & Clank. That's how. Like, I was like, nobody wants that game up there. Nobody's even talking about Ratchet & Clank. Okay, I just got corrected. This verse says, honestly, easy Ratchet & Clank, setting the bar for this generation in every way. Okay, so we got one Ratchet & Clank fan who actually voted for this one. Village Game of the Year, that was definitely a great game. Resident Evil Village was a great game of this year. None of those games are Game of the Year. Maybe Metroid, maybe. If Rift Apart wins, Twitter is going to be wild. Yeah, people are going to be pissed off. People are going to be pissed off that Ratchet & Clank game wins. Because it's not like it's like a huge difference from the other games. It's just that, hey, you got a female version of the main characters. It's like, who cares? And it's like, the graphics are a lot better. It's the same thing as the rest of the games. What's the difference? I don't see what the difference is. It was like, my mind wasn't blown playing that game. Just for like the other Ratchet & Clank games. Absolute joke. Forza Horizon 5 not up for Game of the Year. You know the highest rated game of this year, the most played game that has launched this year, approaching 9 million players. The Game Awards is absolute BS. This guy was not happy. Yeah, so people aren't really feeling these awards because it's kind of like it just doesn't make a sense. I believe even Metacritic jumped up and said something about this thing, which they hardly never do. They even said like why Forza was not nominated or something like that because the cutoff date for Game of the Year, but some weird reason. Even Metacritic jumped in this conversation as well. This year I've been playing mostly indie games, so I haven't been playing most of these. But Resident Evil 8 was amazing, and It Takes Two is very sweet. Though I wouldn't go as far as calling it Game of the Year. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They got highly rated, so I don't know. I haven't played that game personally, so I can only talk about that one. Village ain't winning by sure as F wanted to. Okay, who do you think is gonna win though? Like I don't. Okay, so out of all of these, who I think is possibly gonna win this one? Maybe Metroid Dread because people were like going crazy about that game. Like I said, I haven't played that game. People were going crazy over it, so that might win. Ratchet and Clank can't win. If Ratchet and Clank win, the internet is going to explode if that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart wins. People are going to be super salty. I think everybody, Xbox fans, going to be salty. Sony guys going to be salty. Everybody's going to be salty if this Ratchet and Clank game. Well, Sony fanboys are going to be happy if this game wins, but everybody else is going to be salty if this Ratchet and Clank game wins because it's going to be like, really? I don't know. And they might give it to Deathloop because, hey, that appeased the Microsoft guys and the Sony guys. So it's kind of like appease both audiences. So who knows? It's like, I don't know. Kind of effed how I played none of these. Unreal that my friend Peppa Pig wasn't nominated. What is this nonsense? Why do you keep talking about this Peppa Pig game? Like this is like a joke or something, a meme or whatever. Gaming was dead as F this year. What is this guy talking about? So many great games came out this year. I'm looking like, oh, I don't know what this guy's talking about. So many great games came out this year. The efforts and the replies won a Forza. It's a great game. LMAO F that. Where's Lost Judgment? I recently bought that game too. I gotta play that game. I recently bought that game. I heard that game's pretty good. Honestly, I just think it's crazy in general that a Ratchet & Clank game is even nominated for the Game Awards. Like, what? So this guy's a Ratchet & Clank fan, and he's even like wondering, like, what is going on here? So if you had an actual fan who has an avatar of Ratchet & Clank and telling you, like, why is this even nominated, then we have a problem here. Like, why? Like, nobody knows why this game is even up there. Like, why is it up there? I don't like this Lost at all. Ratchet & Clank was pretty great, as well as Resident Evil Village. For next gen, Ratchet & Clank was fantastic, and Village was great too. It's tough. Okay. I refuse to believe that some of these games are more Game of the Year worthy than Monster Hunter Rise. Sure, I didn't play or even know about some of these games, but my point still stands. Only played a few of those because I don't have a PS5 yet, but I think any of them deserve a chance to win. Okay. You're a joke. Forza is being snubbed. People are really pissed about this whole Forza not being on this list. Rightfully so, because it just don't make any sense. The highest rated game of this year is not on the Game of the Year award. Even not even nominated. Like that's just don't make any sense right there. Since they didn't include Returnal, they might as well go ahead and just give Sonic the award now for Ratchet & Clank. This year was S in terms of games. I can't agree with that statement. I don't know. People, this is the second comment I said. The second comment I read, but somebody said this year has been bad for games. But no, I can't agree with that. So many great games came out this year. I could care less about the Game Awards, but I'm a Rift Apart gang for Game of the Year. Okay. So I'm gonna conclude it right here. It's like people are still giving their own opinions on which one they think should win. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section down below which one you think should win. If you think a game got snubbed, if you think one of these games should be taken out, let me know your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.